In the previous lecture, we already discussed about the structure of morphine. So today we will discuss about structure-activity relationship of the morphine. Structure-activity relationship of the morphine. So structure of the morphine is already discussed, but it is also a part of the SAR of the morphine. So whenever you are writing about structure-activity relationship of the morphine, you have to write first about for the first point of a SAR of morphine is the structure of the morphine. So you have to write all these points in the SAR of the morphine. Then you have to neatly explain the various points which comes under the SAR of the morphine. So coming to the SAR of the morphine, the most important point here is the first we will draw the structure of the morphine. Okay, coming to the structure of the morphine, so it contains an benzene system. Contains a benzene system. It is fused with partially saturated cyclohexane ring. There are two rings are there. Okay, and there is an 5-membered heterocyclic dihydrofuran. So double bonds. The position of double bonds is here. There is an piperidine ring system. Okay, there is an CH3. In presence of CH3, I have to write R. We are discussing today about SAR of morphine. SAR of morphine. Sorry, morphine not at all. SAR of narcotic analgesics. Otherwise, SAR of morphine. It is better to write SAR of morphine or SAR of narcotic analgesics. Narcotic analgesics. So this is about the structure of the morphine. So we are now drawing the structure of the morphine. There is we have to start numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then here it is. We will get 9. 9 no more. We have to see again. Okay, here we will get 9th position. Sorry, 9. It is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there is a double bond between 7 and 8 carbons. 7 and 8 carbon. Okay, there is an OH group here. It is called as a phenolic OH group. There is another OH group here in 6th position, that is alcoholic OH group. Okay, this is the structure of the phenol. Structure of the morphine. So when you are discussing about the structure-activity relationship, so the first point you have to discuss here the structure of the morphine. Already discussed in your lecture. So when you are writing about the SAR of morphine, better to stop. There is a sound system. Here, this OH group on 3rd position, it is gives an acidic nature to the morphine. Acidic nature to the morphine. And here this nitrogen gives basic nature to the morphine. So here the acidity of the morphine is dominated by basic nature of the nitrogen, such that whenever we discuss about acidic nature and otherwise basic nature, acidity of this morphine is an basic compound, basic in nature, such that this nitrogen itself, nitrogen makes the morphine basic. Okay, so as due to its basic nature, the morphine and morphine analogs exist in cationic in nature. Cationic in nature. Okay, cationic in nature. So nature, cationic in cationic at physiological pH. They are exist as cationic at physiological pH. Exist as cationic at physiological pH. Exist as cations at physiological pH and readily forms salts with readily forms salts with acids. That is the reason why this morphine and morphine analogs exist as morphine sulfates or hydrochlorides or tartarates. As the morphine is basic in nature, it is generally exists as cationic at physiological pH, so it readily forms salts with the acid. So morphine are generally formulated as morphine sulfates or morphine hydrochlorides or tartarates. That is the reason behind the existence of this morphine analogs as hydrochlorides or sulfates or tartarates. This is about some important points of the morphine. So and as well as coming to the metabolism, these morphine compounds are generally undergoes coming to the metabolism. They undergoes first pass effect. Okay, first pass effect. So but they have to give in the form of products to avoid first pass effect. And their half-lives are generally 2 to 3 hours. Okay. So elimination, coming to the elimination is eliminated through urine. They eliminated through urine as gluconides. They eliminated as gluconides. The major pathway of elimination is through urine, and they eliminated as gluconides. Okay. So for convenience of for easy understanding or otherwise our convenience, the SAR of morphine we will study like this. Okay, we will study like this. So first we will divide the SAR into small subtopics. Okay, the first topic is the peripherally modification and ring analogs. Peripherally modified morphines. That is the ring A analogs. Okay. The second subtopic is the peripherally modified morphine. Ring C analogs. Third subtopic is peripherally modified ring E analogs, and fourth topic is peripherally modified morphine analogs. It is ring D analogs. Okay, ring D analogs. Coming to the fifth subtopic is peripherally modified thiamine the binds. The binds. And sixth subtopic is nuclear modification. Subtopic is nuclear modification. Okay. So coming to the SAR of the morphine and morphine labs, we have to discuss about the structure of the structure of the morphine. Then we have to write the point. Here is the point in why morphine is acidic. We have to describe about acidic nature, basic nature of the morphine. The morphine is basic in nature, and also the OH. Even the OH provides acidic nature. The basic nature of nitrogen dominates. So the morphine and morphine analogs are basic in nature, and as a result, their basicity they exist as cations at physiological pH. So they readily form salts with acids. So generally, these morphine and morphine analogs are formulated or otherwise they are converted in dosage forms. In the dosage form, they will available as morphine sulfates, otherwise morphine hydrochlorides or morphine tartarates. So for easy understanding of the SAR of the morphine is divided into 6 subtopics. The first topic is the peripheral modified morphines, that is the ring A analogs, and second subtopic is the peripherally modified morphine, that is the ring C analogs. Third topic is the ring E analogs. Fourth topic is the ring D analogs, and fifth is the peripherally modified thiabines, and sixth is the nuclear modification. This is so one by one we will discuss these subtopics, and for easy understanding, the SAR of morphine is divided into 6 subtopics. So okay, 6 subtopics. So the first we will discuss about peripherally modified morphines. Okay, the first we will discuss about peripherally modified morphines, such as ring A analogs, then followed by ring C analogs. So what are the possible modification we can done on morphine to enhance activity, and what are the modifications which makes morphine less active? So this hydroxyl group at third position, hydroxy group, or otherwise this phenolic hydroxy group is very important for analgesic activity. So this OH group at third position is important for analgesic activity. If you remove this group, and removal of 3 OH group, that's that the OH group at third position results no analgesic activity, such that on removal of OH group at third position of the morphine, the resultant derivative or analog doesn't have any analgesic activity. There is an abolishment of the activity. So we should not touch a third position hydroxy group, otherwise this phenol group must not be touched. So for analgesic activity, this third position substituted OH group is very important. On removal of this OH group, there is no analgesic activity. So this is the most important point. But you can go for etherification. Etherification at 3OH results reduced narcotic activity, and conversion of 3 OH group into 3OCH3, the narcotic activity will be reduced. Such that etherification is nothing but adding of an alkyl group to oxygen atom by removing hydrogen. On etherification, there is the result was reduced narcotic activity. This reduction of narcotic activity is directly proportional to size of ether group. group. So the narcotic decrease in narcotic activity is directly proportional to the size of ether group, such that it means what it indicates, this 3OCH3 is more active, 3OCH2H5 is less active, less narcotically active. As the size of this alkyl group attached to the oxygen species increased, the result was decrease in narcotic activity. On etherification, so the substituted alkyl group must be small group. If the size of the ether group increases, the narcotic activity respectively decreases. So it is not suggested to touch the third OH group. So coming to that, we can also go for, this is the first modification, we can't do any. It is important for analgesic activity. Removal of 3OH group results decrease in no analgesic activity. On etherification of 3OH, there is a reduction in narcotic activity. This is okay. Coming to fourth modification, possible modification is esterification. Esterification, such that conversion of this 3OH group into 3O C double bond O. This is the ester group. Okay, this conversion, this modification is more potent compound, more potent compound. Example is heroin. Okay, so if you want to do any modification, it's better to go for esterification at the 3OH group. So this removal results no analgesic activity. On etherification, there is a decrease in analgesic activity. On esterification, there is a possibility in increase in potency. This increase in potency is due to this increase in potency. In case of heroin, is due to increase in lipophilicity. On esterification of this third position OH group, there is an increase in lipophilicity. As the lipophilicity increases, the potency of the drug also increases. These are the possible modification we can make at 3OH group. So 3OH group is very important for analgesic activity. A removal of this 3OH group results in abolishment of this narcotic activity. On etherification, there is a decrease in, the result was decrease in narcotic activity. This decrease in narcotic activity is directly related to the size of the ether group. If the size of the ether group is more or big, the decrease in activity also more. So in order to prevent this reduction in narcotic activity, it is better or suggested to not do any etherification at 3OH group. On esterification of the 3OH group, there is an increase in potency as due to increase in lipophilicity. This is about possible modifications at ring A analogs. Ring A analog is nothing but the possible modification third position. Coming to the ring C analogs, there are two sides of possible modification. So this is the sixth position. OH group is, we can do any modification 3OH group, 6OH group, and we can also do any modifications on this 8,7,8 double bond. This is one side of modification. This is the second side of modification. On ring A analog, on ring A, it is only one side is possible for modification, that is the third position. Coming to the ring C, there are two sides of possible modification. That means, and also there is this is also 14th position. It is also we can do modification. On ring C, three possible sides of modifications are there. The first side is at 6th position, and second side is at 7,7,8 double bond and 14th position. So what happens if what are the possible modifications at 6th position? First we will discuss about possible modifications at sixth position. Okay, so 6 OH modifications. So 6 OH modifications. So what are the possible modifications? We will see it. Okay, this 6 OH group is not required for narcotic activity. So this 6 hydroxy group is not at all required for narcotic activity. On removal of 6 OH group, there is an actual enhancement in activity. There is a result, the net result increase in activity. So this 6 OH group doesn't show any is not at all important for the narcotic activity. It is not at all related to the narcotic activity. So on removal of 6 OH group, there is a possibility of increase in narcotic activity. Okay, so on etherification with small groups, what was the result? Mean there is an increase in activity. So we can also perform etherification of this 6 OH group, but we have to do etherification with the small sized groups. Okay, that is the next possible. Okay, so esterification is also increases activity, as due to otherwise increase in narcotic activity is due to increase in lipophilicity. As the 6th OH group is esterified as a result of increase in lipophilicity, the activity increases, because as the lipophilicity increases, the drug easily can cross the easily enters the CNS. So as the lipophilicity increases, the drug easily enters the CNS. So as lipophilicity increases, potency increases. The first possible outcome is potency increases. The next outcome is there is in in short time it reaches the central nervous system. So with these two effects, the activity increases. These are the possible modification at 6 OH groups. Okay, so coming to this second possible site is 7,8 double bond. 7,8 double bond. This is the second site of modification on this ring C. Okay, so as like this OH group, this 7,8 double bond is not required for activity, narcotic activity. Okay, narcotic activity. So narcotic activity is doesn't depends upon this 7,8 double bond, and so this is second point. We can on reduction of this double bond, on reduction of 7,8 double bond, there is increase in activity. The net result was increase in activity, narcotic activity. If you do reduction at 7,8 double bond, reduction means nothing but removal of double bond. Okay, removal of this double bond, there is a possibility of increase in activity. There is a further increase in activity. Okay, so this is about possible modifications at 7,8 double bond. There is an important point here. There is an important note here. So if you want to remove to get an increase in activity, remove both 6OH as well as 7,8 double bond. 7,8 double bond. To get more active compound, it is suggested to remove this 6OH group as well as 7,8 double bond simultaneously. Otherwise, on removal of this 7,8 double bond with retention of this OH group, there is no increase in activity. If you want a good increase in activity or enhanced activity, you should have to remove both 6OH as well as 7,8 double bond. Without removal of the 7,8 double bond and removal of this 6OH group, there is no increase in activity. So in order to get enhanced activity, it is better to remove both groups simultaneously. Okay, this is about very important point. Okay, and there is one more point here is, so this is about the possible modification at 7,8 double bond, and on introduction of OH group at 14th position. So at 14th position, introduction of or substitution of OH group results increase in activity. At this position, if you introduce an OH group, there is a further increase in activity. This is about possible modifications at ring C analogs. Oh, once again I am repeating. So this 6OH first we will discuss about the importance of the 6OH group. The 6OH group is not at all important for narcotic activity. Removal of this 6OH group, there is an enhanced activity. So esterification with small groups, there is an increase in activity. Etherification. Esterification also increases activity. Coming to 7 and 7,8 double bond, on removal of double bond, there is no such that 7,8 bond doesn't require for narcotic activity. On removal of the 7, double bond, there is an increase in activity. For more enhanced activity, it's better to, otherwise it is suggested to remove both 6,OH group and 7, double bond 8, 7,8 double bond simultaneously. So it is better to, these are the possible modifications at this ring C, and it is, if you want more active compound, it is also suggested to introduce an OH group at 14th position. On introduction of 14th OH group at 14th position, there is an enhanced activity. These are the possible modification we can make at this ring A and ring C analogs. Okay, so this is about SAR of these two rings. So two rings.